Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're talking about Xbox because Xbox is going to destroy PlayStation. Well, actually, probably not. That was clickbait for the title and everything. And to get you to click on this video. So we're going to be looking at Xbox. I'm going to talk about it. Recent news came out that Xbox is making a new console. Obviously, everyone kind of knew that, but it sounds like their plan is to have Steam and other third-party launchers and stores on that Xbox. It's going to behave more like a PC, and that is huge for Xbox and the industry because I think that might start to push the industry where the home console is more like a mini PC than anything else. I think if Xbox can make this console for about $800 to $850 and it's as powerful as a PC that's around $900 to maybe $1,000 to $1,200, I think they'll have it. They'll have this extra edge because you got Game Pass, you can get Steam on your TV. I mean, you could do that with a PC. It's a little more complicated. I mean, it's not super hard, but not everyone wants to mess with a PC. I think if you can create the advantage a console has over a PC is the fact that all the hardware is the same, right? So it's easier to develop video games for that. You know what hardware you're working with. You know exactly your inputs. You can test everything on that said console. And I don't think it has to be, like if it can run, in my opinion, 4K, throw it out the window, all right? Maybe make it an option, but to me, you focus 1080p, 60 frames per second if you're a story game. If you're a shooter, like a Fortnite type or Call of Duty, you need to get up in this 1080p, 120 frames. But just a regular story game or like a multiplayer game that's, just doing some co-op stuff, 60 frames, 1080p. That's what I want. I always turn off the 4K option. I don't think it looks that much better. And to be honest, I don't want 30 frames. I'd rather have 60. So that's my opinion on that. Now, there's a few questions I have, and I want you guys to comment down below your answer to this question. Do you think it will have a disk drive? I think it will. And here's why. What can you do on a PC really easily? You can emulate an Xbox and an Xbox 360. You could easily get every single game on there. You know what would be crazy? And you know what Xbox has been focusing on most of the life of the console is backwards compatibility. I think it's going to be a huge advantage if they not only make it to where this game can play Xbox Series X, Xbox One, that'll be pretty easy. But if it can play every Xbox 360 game and every original Xbox game, as long as you have the disc, it's not huge or groundbreaking, but I've been collecting more retro games, right? So I think for my space and the community that I've been a part of, I think that could be a huge advantage, a huge thing for people that are, collecting games. You can already play some original Xbox games on the Xbox Series X. I think Conker's Bad Fur Day works on there. As well as Fusion Frenzy. I know that's on there. That's on Game Pass. You can play Fusion Frenzy. But I would think it's so cool if I, could take my Xbox 360 and my original Xbox from my console setup and just stow them away, put them in their box, and just use them as display pieces. Or maybe do a comparison. I just think that would be so awesome to have one console to rule them all. Don't do the Xbox One thing, all right? It's not a media machine. It is a gaming machine. The other thing, too, is you got to keep that up res. The Series X will up res a lot of Xbox 360 games as well as some original Xbox games, which is super cool. So keep trying to do that. I know it's maybe a little bit more work and things, but I think it'll make it worth it. I think after this, PlayStation's really going to have to figure out, what they want to do, because if they continue to put their games on Steam, that means you can actually play it on that Xbox if they have the Steam access. I guess they could ask Steam to not do that, to not release it, somehow to not have it on the Xbox, but I think it'd be very hard because this game is going to run Windows. I'll get more into how I think it's going to start up and boot up in just a minute. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on what PlayStation needs to do? I think PlayStation's been, holding too close to the vest. Maybe they got to somehow start expanding outside. I think that's how the industry is. More people are going towards PC. More people are trying to only have one console. Times are a little bit harder to have all three. Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox. Now there's a fourth one, PC. And I think PC is so great because Steam has so many small games that are fantastic to play. Steam has so many games that are fantastic to play that are smaller I think I picked up Undertale on Steam for 99 cents. And that's an amazing game. I picked it up for 99 cents. I paid $1 for a video game that is extremely good, right? That's the kind of stuff that Xbox and PlayStation could take a play out of the book. Is like, if you want to go digital, like you're forcing people to do, which I don't like. I like owning the disc. I like owning the media, because not only to have more control over it, like if I put it in my Xbox, it always has to work, right? Because I have the physical disc. But also, like, it creates a secondhand market, right, where it allows us to set the prices after a game comes out. You look at some of these games on PlayStation and Xbox, some of them they're still $60 or maybe $50, and they came out like 3-4 years ago. I don't have examples, but that's just kind of insane to me. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima, I bet, is still a $70 game. It probably goes on sale for $30. I haven't looked in a long time, but I bought that secondhand for like $20. By having physical media, that allows us to kind of set the prices. When you have digital, it's whatever Xbox and PlayStation wants. All right, now how is it going to work? When you turn it on, what's going to happen? I think it's going to boot up just like an Xbox Series X does. Obviously, they'll change up the UI a little bit, make it look a little different than the Series X. Just that's how it's always been, right? You've had blades on the 360, then you had kind of what you have today, those squares that go across with a bunch of different games and things like that, and then you have tabs for your different menus. So they'll change it up a little bit, make it look a little bit different. What I think you're going to have the option, there's going to be a Steam app, and there's going to be Steam OS. So you don't have to go into desktop mode or anything, but you just open up the Steam app, and it opens up big picture mode, which I'm going to show you here in a second, which is basically what the Steam Deck does. But on your PC, you can open up how the Steam Deck functions. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I did not know. So when you're in Steam, you got it open. Oh, publishers, Square Enix. Ooh, I might have to. This is why Steam is dangerous. So you go up to view and you click big picture mode. So what this used to do, this is how my Steam Deck turns on, just like that. What this used to do was open up this Steam OS, which I think it still does, but they've now modeled it. This is what my Steam Deck looks like. I did not know this was a thing. I didn't know this is what happens. You guys can check out, I bought like these. Like I bought Undertale for 99 cents, Spiritfarer, like the Ultimate Edition, which is Farewell Edition. I bought this for $2. Same with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. What? The complete edition? Oh my gosh. Paid like, $6 for all those. And that's a good deal. Those are great, fantastic games to have in my Steam library. But yeah, I think this is what's going to happen. You'll open it up, and it'll kind of open like your Steam Deck does, or it'll open up a different style of Steam OS that's more for the Xbox. All of that is either pre-installed or it's really easy to get off the Microsoft Store. Nothing confusing, because I think what makes a home console better than a PC for a lot of people, the simplicity, has to be simple. It's why people like the Steam Deck more than the ROG Ally, more than the Legion Go. You just have to have it work. You turn it on, you're already ready to go. So no craziness, no having to switch to desktop mode. Now, for the people that are techie and really want that ability to go into desktop mode and download emulators and download these certain apps and download these things, you could do that. And I think the Xbox handheld is going to behave the same way. You're going to be able to, you'll boot it up, you'll open it up, it'll start in Xbox. It'll start in the Xbox app, the Xbox OS, and it will, you got Game Pass natively right there. You want to go to Steam, there's an app for that. You open the app, you got Steam OS. And the handheld might be a little different. I don't know if that's going to have Steam OS, just because I don't know if Steam would go for that. What I would see is Steam making the Steam Deck where you could maybe use it as a controller on your Xbox or something like that. Maybe a dual screen. That's my take on this whole thing. I think it's great for the industry. I think this is good for the consumer as well, because if I have more places I can play my Steam games, if I have more places I can play my Epic games, not that I buy games from Epic Launcher, but the more options I have, the better it is for me. Now, I just hope they put a disc drive on this thing, okay, Xbox. It is not that much more expensive to put a dang disc drive in here, okay? It probably cost you maybe $20, and that's stretching it, I feel like. I mean, I can go pick up a Blu-ray drive for $20, $30. So, and I'm brand new. So don't be messing with people like that. All right. Put a disc drive in it. You understand me? All right. But that's what I got for this Xbox video for today, you guys. You guys know I'm an Xbox fanboy. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you know when we're going to be playing some retro, modern, and all sorts of stuff like that. Right now, we're playing Assassin's Creed. Wow, that was a hard one. Right now, we're playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. So come check it out. Later, guys. Bye-bye.